Okay, disappointing game tonight. Disappointed for our players, disappointed for our fan base. A lot of excitement surrounding this one. And what is that? Just disappointed for our coaching staff and our players and our fan base. Didn't get the job done. Play a good football team. You can't make the amount of mistakes that we made. Had just had too many stupid stuff happen, and that's going to get you beat. So, take a few questions.
On that first punt, did it hit somebody before it hit Gary?
He thought it did. I can't confirm whether it did or whether it didn't. I know it was close. He thought it hit somebody, which is why he went after the ball. Tough conditions. They handled it better than we did. That's kind of disappointing.
Dana, just too excited at the start? Can you explain?
No, I thought we were ready to play. I don't know. Just they're a good football team. Can't make mistakes against a good football team. Everybody wants to say, well, they're not very good because of what happened earlier in the year. They're a different football team right now than they were earlier in the year. They got a bunch of healthy people and more experience, so they're going to be in contention here down the road.
Danny, you said last week there were some things that you wanted to look at and change, or maybe change, evaluate. Did you put any of those things into play? Do anything different? Just from last week to this?
Mm-hmm.
You ultimately were able to run the football. Did you think going in you would find creases like that?
Yeah, we didn't run it very good for the first three series, but then we just kept searching and we found some things that were working. I felt like we could, yeah. I thought Crawford played great. Shell still wasn't ready to go. Kennedy goes out with the shoulder in the first play. I think Crawford's a pretty good football player, but we got it down there 2 times in the first half, got it inside the 5 and fumbled it twice. You're not going to beat anybody doing that. I don't know how many times that we're going to fumble inside the 5-yard line and think it's okay. Yeah, you get down there, you got to score. Who cares how many yards you got? You get down there, you got to score.
Defensively, they're a run team. Obviously, they're very good at it. But anything you guys could have done differently to slow that down?
Yeah, tackle better, get off blocks, fill gaps, run to the ball. Didn't play our best.
Dana did mostly a good job on Westbrook with the one play slips. I'm guessing that's the last thing you want to do with him, but otherwise, the big play is going to contain him.
Yeah, tough conditions early. He got open a couple of times early. One was just a screen. We didn't get to the ball and tackle him. He ran a curl route, looked pretty good. He's a good player. Sewell's a good player, too. It was a pretty good matchup. Wasn't a difference in the game.
Any concerns about bouncing back?
Yeah, I just told him. I said, this is going to be the toughest week of the year ahead of us. I could have said that probably 6 weeks ago too. When it came to this specific week, it's going to be a tough week. We put a lot into this game. Didn't go the way we wanted to. We're disappointed with it. Got a tough one on the road against an improving Iowa State team. You guys saw what they did to Texas Tech today. So it's going to be the toughest week of the year. I'm anxious to see how our guys respond. The one thing I knew about this group is they continue to fight. They continue to work. There's not a doubt in my mind that they're not going to prepare and practice and put as much into it as they possibly can. I know they're going to do that. I'm convinced. But with that said, it's going to be a tough week.
Were you encouraged with how they battled back inside?
I was. I did tell them. At halftime, I said we're only halfway done with this thing, and they went out there and we did fight. You know, we made mistakes. It wasn't because of lack of preparation. It wasn't because of lack of effort. We just made too many mistakes. But they did keep fighting. It's not surprising to me that they did, just because I know this group cares and I know this group's gonna put forth effort. And I don't think that's gonna change now.
Yeah, there was a lot of talking before and during and after plays. I don't know, any impact on maybe your players' composure early, or maybe on their side?
Yeah, I think so. They invented intimidation. You know, they invented intimidation. You can call it unsportsmanlike if you want to, but that's just kind of been their MO for a long time. And we're not backing down to anybody. So when they pull some of that stuff, we're gonna stand up. I think we probably we got caught more than they did. We had too many penalties in the first half. I addressed that at halftime. I guess they're better at it.
Okay, thanks, Coach.